Okay, it's time for another dreadlock update. I know I don't do too many of these, but you know, when you first start growing dreadlocks, you're all excited about them and you want to videotape them every day. After you've had them for a while, the excitement kind of dies down. And plus, when your hair is 1 inch long and it grows a millimeter, you want to tell everybody in the world about it. But when your hair is about 1.5 feet long and it grows a millimeter, it's not that big of a deal. I know it's been about 4 years for me because I started growing my hair. I made the decision not to cut my hair anymore right after a big car show or cruise-in that happens in my part of the country every year, annually. And that event took place 4 years ago. And I can remember the next year going to the same event and people being shocked to see me with hair because I hadn't grown my hair out in decades. And so this is something that people were not used to. And in fact, they didn't see this because it was way shorter. I'm going to go ahead and edit in some video from before I had dreadlocks, and then 1 year after starting my dreadlocks, 2 years after starting my dreadlocks, and 3 years after starting my dreadlocks. So you can see about how long your hair, you can expect your hair to grow if your hair grows about the same amount as mine over the course of 4 years. Take and find a hair that don't have a bead on it, which I don't know if I even have any like that anymore. Even the ones that, well, here's one. Maybe I can just do this for demonstration purposes. Get it way down low. These beads are tight, so it's hard to get them on there. Oh, that thing is stuck. See if I can go all the way without tearing my hair off. Anyways, see how easy that is? The other locks from the bare root, I don't understand that, but they tie together. See, like that's got a big chunk of hair in between. But I'm happy with it. I mean, it still looks good no matter what. What are you laughing about? Anyways, yeah, that's it. What did I say? It was 15. It's been 15 months since I got my hair twisted. And it's been, and it's 2 years of growth. Here's my biggest one. That's like 5 of them that lock together, and now they're permanently locked. There's no getting that apart. Also, on my hair, it's kind of weird. It seems like this dread here, this lock is shorter than the rest, but the farther you go around, then the longer they get. And it doesn't seem like my hair is fatter on one side. It's like all my locks are the same fatness. So why this one is so long, I don't know. But this is this one here, this is the longest one I got. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's like that one. Look at it, it touches my shoulder. And on this side, it doesn't even come down anywhere close to that. It's like 2 inches difference, if not more, maybe 3 inches difference. Sound like a hawk went over. That's a growling noise. That chicken noise is generally associated with hawks or anything that flies over their head. Back to our originally scheduled program. I don't know if I can. Don't have any of them hanging up around here. Just pull this one. This is the one I'm working on right now, if you can see it. And I've got about probably 40 hours in that. I'll have another 40 hours in it before it's done. In the course of the 4 years, I really didn't know what I was doing, and so a lot of what I was doing was hit and miss. I was attempting different things, and even this now is probably not what I'm going to have next year. I think I've made a decision to no longer braid line or twine, hemp, jute, sisal into my beard, because my beard does not lock up on its own. The only way I can get it to lock up is to take some sisal or some kind of natural fiber and braid it, and then tie a knot in it, and that's what holds it together. You see, the way hair works, when a hair gets whatever length it's supposed to be, whatever length God has determined or your genetic makeup has determined, that hair gets that length, it falls out and a new hair starts. A lot of people get scared when they see hair in the bathtub or hair on the pillow because they're losing hair. But that's not what causes baldness in your beard or on the top of your head. What causes baldness is when the new hair stops coming in, because everybody loses hair, some at faster rates than others, and I'm no different. But when my beard hair gets about this long and it falls out, it really don't fall out because it's tied to the hairs that came out a month ago or the ones that came out a year ago. And so if I stop tying my beard, eventually it'll get to where only one hair is holding it on and all these braided pieces will fall out and I'll just have a big fluffy beard again. I'm cool with that because my beard gets about this big and it looks pretty cool when it's not braided. The same thing happens with my hair, but my hair does have natural dreadlocks. I don't have to tie any rope to it. In order to keep this going or maintain, really all I have to do is take each lock and pull it out and then take all the loose hairs, and there's a lot of new hairs coming in as the old ones are trying their best to fall out, and I just wrap them in there and then twist the whole thing and put a rubber band on it, and eventually the rubber band will break or rot, or I'll just pull it out and all this will be tied together because it just does that, and I don't know how, but it does it. That's all you need to know is it does it. Now I'm going to show you, let me show you what it all looks like. I'm going to turn around. I won't say nothing because you won't be able to hear me if I ain't facing the camera. And this is what my hair looks like in the back. And if I put it all up front, this is what it looks like in the front. And if I just kind of let it go front and back, it looks like this. That's what yours will look like if you try this. About 4 years. Alright, so I'm going to go put all this together, and I'll do another one of these next year.